Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. I am thrilled that we have Darlene here with us, all the way from US, and she's an author and multiple entrepreneurs. So, Darlene, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, thank you for having me, Tony. Yeah, I'm Darlene Turriff, and I'm actually in Canada, but my business is in the US. So that's important to know, which is beautiful. So, yeah, I'm a book coach and author myself, and with a partner, we've co founded the Authors Collaborative, and we call ourselves the Hay House of Self Publishing. But what we really do is we're on a mission to really help raise the energetics of the planet. So we're just owning this in the last year. We're really owning and we're telling it out loud to help entrepreneurs own and be fully authentic and just step in and do as much as they can uh, for whatever goals they have. So we're pretty passionate about it and we love doing it. I've been doing this for, I would say, 10 years since the beginning, and my partnership is about 4 years old now.
Wow, and obviously, you have all these different sort of businesses or projects that you're running, and how do you actually manage to stay focused when you have all this going on?
Thank you for the question. Actually, last week I was losing a bit of focus. So I have this newsprint board, and the top word on the board was focus. So I actually use visual cues. Remember what's important, right? Remember what's important. Keep your eye on the ball. I'm a little bit of A-type personality, but I can drop into my masculine energy. I'm a strategic planner, and this is why I'm in a partnership, because she's our divine feminine energy. So we fully balance one another. So it's actually easy for me to stay focused. And that is the role I play in our business and for every one of our clients. We tend to work with people that are some way usually neurodivergent, and we tend to work with female entrepreneurs who by our nature, we have a lot of things going on, right? So being able to, what time you have to be able to focus it and get fully aligned, yeah, that's my jam. So how do I do it? That's one of my natural abilities. So I really don't find that a challenge.
Totally. And what are typical results your clients are getting when they're working with you?
Oh, yeah. So it's when clients come to write their books with us. So we have a method which we call the inspirational method, and we use this conscious creation. Our goal is to really uncover, go through the mindset, go through the blocks, and uncover what the true message they're meant to bring into the world. So when clients are coming, they're already kind of experiencing that block. So they have a really strong calling. They know they're supposed to write this book, and they've usually a couple of years going, hey, I'm just not doing it. And it's getting more and more important. So the first thing we do is accountability when they come. And that's where, so we help them focus. And the way we've structured how we teach stuff is that we don't do a lot of teaching. Most of how we help them is just get them doing things. So all our call times are about let's get centered. We usually do a big mindset thing off the top. Nothing's pre-planned. It's always tell me where you're at, and I'll give you something to focus. So that's one of my things I've only more recently come to own that I'm calling it, I'm the reluctant mystic. So I've always been able to really know what the block is without, I have a skill there, but it's more my intuition that I'm using. And we uncover the block and we immediately get them writing. So I would say clients mostly come to us originally for accountability, and then they stay with us for this, oh my God, yeah, they're discovering who they are. Like, this is not just writing a book. That's not what we do. The book is the cherry on top.
Totally. And what's your plan for your business for next 1 year?
Oh, myself and my business partner are both publishing our next books in the next couple of months. And we have 7 clients right now that are, so I just had a client publish last week. And so we're also bringing 7 other books in. So the next year, we tend to look at the next 3 months. Like that's what we're doing. We're helping our clients bring their books into the world in the next 3 months. And we have 7 books that we're going to be both energetically, but marketing wise. So our business is based, we don't want people to feel alone in the world. That's number one, I think, problem with entrepreneurs is that they're alone. They're alone and they don't have the vision of where they're going strong enough to take action along the way. So the way we've set up our business, we call it the Authors Collaborative, because collaboratively, now we're going to engage all our clients, all the people in our group to help promote someone's book, right? The books that we help to. So collectively, this is how our mission works, is that we're not alone in the mission. So we will be promoting books. So helping books come into the world, but mostly promoting. And we have a couple of what I would call really big authors about to launch with audiences more than 500,000. So yeah, so it's a big responsibility and I'm geared up for it. I'm happy about it and I'm excited. But yeah, my job is the engine behind, just keeping, hey, have you posted today? Hey, how can you, like, it's because it's not natural. It's extremely vulnerable to publish a book, extremely vulnerable.
Wow. And why is it beneficial for someone to publish a book?
Could you repeat the question, please? Sorry, I was taking a drink of water.
So why is it beneficial for like a business
Oh,
owner
yeah.
to publish a book?
Okay, so strategy-wise for an entrepreneur, it just makes sense. If you are an online entrepreneur, a book is something that opens doors. So I love the name of your podcast. Like, it was an easy button when I saw you advertise open book entrepreneur. It's like, okay, I need to be talking here. So it's beneficial for your business. Because having a book gives you a reason to do things, right? And then it gives you a reason to be noticed and it lets you stand apart. So strategy-wise, it's an easy thing. But the way Nicole and I do it for our clients that we specifically work with, the benefit really is in the embodiment and owning your message. So we are taking you through a transformation. Most of our clients are hiding some way in their business. So they're having a big problem with visibility, and generally it's an energetic thing or a mindset thing that they're not taking the actions to get in front of people. And if they are in front of people, then they're not talking to the people. So the benefits of working with us specifically is we uncover what that is and we get you comfortable in doing it. And it's a little step by step process. It's not a big thing.
Absolutely. And why is it beneficial for someone to actually use services from someone like you instead of like doing it all by themselves?
Oh, yeah, and we had a lot of choices when we came in. So Nicole and I are really skilled in our background and our experience. So there's there's all kinds of great ways to write a book. I want to start with that. So if you want to write a book, I really encourage you to write a book. Like, I think it's a great idea. What we see is a lot of people who write and publish their books, so that, because you can do it, especially self-publishing, it is so amazing that that's available to everyone. But when you don't do the work that goes behind it, what we call the owning the message and the embodiment, in the end, all you have is a book. So for me, one of the biggest things I see as a problem is people confuse distribution with demand. So there's the three ways you can kind of write a book is self-publishing, traditional publishing, and hybrid publishing. And I really encourage you to find the one that feels right for you. But people confuse that if my book is available for sale or is in a bookstore, it means people will come and buy it. And that's not true. Like from what you're telling me and what you do as a business, Tony, you and I both know we're both solving the same problem, is it is actually we're creating an author, because the author is who creates the demand for the book. The book doesn't create a demand. The author creates the demand. So Nicole and I are building authors. So anybody can write a book. Not everyone is designed to be what I call an author who's destined for success.
Definitely. And what tip do you have for someone who is thinking about becoming an author?
Okay. Well, yeah, like decide what you want your book to do for you. That's super important. And don't be afraid to say the really big things, right? It's like, yeah, I want to get in front of an audience of 1 million people. I want to build my own audience of 1 million people. So my advice or my answer to that question, because that's the first question I ask when I get on a call with someone, depends on what their goal is. Because the action is completely different depending on what this book is supposed to do for you. Because there's so many people that want to write a book just for personal satisfaction. And that, beautiful. But I will not recommend that you invest a lot of money in that. But if you want a book to grow your business, my advice is invest a little bit in the development of your book before you start writing. Like sit down with someone who can help you analyze what your goals are versus what the content of the book should be. So that's where I'm a strategist. So I'm really good at spirit-led entrepreneurs and making sure their book is aligned with their programs and stuff. And that's in the end, that's why Nicole and I went with self-publishing, because hybrid and traditional publishing, their goal is to sell books. My goal is to sell your business. And the book is how you're going to sell your business. It's a very different book and a very different publishing strategy. So I think my big thing, and if you want a quality book that you're going to build like a 15-year business on, then my next advice was buy good editing. The best editing you can afford.
Wow, excellent. Yeah. And how someone can actually find you if they want to find out a little bit more about what you do, if they want to connect to you or something else, how they can do that?
You can find us at getcontentconfident.com. That's our main website. Yeah, and I can send you a link after and we can share it. But yeah, Darlene Turriff or Nicole Washburn, we hang out. That's the weird part. We're not really big into social media, and our people aren't necessarily doing that. So we focus on our email list. So if you want to know what we're doing, we have a beautiful email list and we are writers. Nicole's a copywriter. Our emails are a lot of fun. We spend a lot of time writing emails because we love it. That's how we talk to people.
That's good. I mean, if you want, I can share this in the description of this video, or how people can actually sign up to your email list, and I think that's going to be quite interesting for them.
I think so. Yeah, we got lots of what's going on in the life of an author, right? Most people think it's this thing when it's really it's not that. It's enjoyable. We really enjoy what we do.
Wonderful, wonderful. And just before we go, if you have any final thought, any final tip, anything you would like to share with our audience, you can tell us now.
Thank you, Tony. Yeah, that my biggest tip, I think, is really, give yourself enough love and my experience is telling me, take that, if we go back to the word, the focus, take action based on your level of business, right? That's the biggest thing I see people make mistakes in, is that they're taking action like someone who has, a list of 100,000 people when they only have 300 people on their list. So for me, I think that's the beautiful part. You can go a lot quicker when you're taking the aligned action for where you're at. So give yourself the grace to build this business step by step. And that is always, because energetically, it's, the more realistic you are, the more you build up that confidence faster and quicker, and you can serve. You're serving exactly where you are right now. Give up on the idea that you always want to be somewhere. Like, this is super fun. If you can enjoy being an entrepreneur, my secret is have fun today. Like, have fun today. Be happy where you are today. Yes, you're going places, but today, that's what you got. Like, that's why you're here. Enjoy it.
Absolutely. Darlene, thank you so much for those wonderful tips. Thank you for sharing your story. And thank you all for watching and listening to this episode. If you liked it, please drop us a like and also subscribe. It's going to help with the algorithm and everything else. So see you all in the next episode. All the best and bye-bye.
Cheers.